Hello everyone, this is Stephanie, your host. Welcome to the Mermaids and Vampire Who Love Them. This is a book from chapters. This chapter is all about, which is the fourth chapter, chapter 4, Cabin Fever. This chapter is all about you meet the rest of the supernatural student gang and get your dorm assignment. You be able to make bunking with your stuck-up mermaid, nemesis, work. Hmm, let's see to find out. You make your way to the cafeteria with the rest of the student body. You study the assortment of your food offered. What kind of torture is this? This cafeteria has 8 different flavors of blood on the menu. No corn dogs. You grab a plate and sit down with pickles, Pierce, and a few other students from your history class. The food is somewhat kind of unidentified casserole, but it's not bad. Pierce sitting across from you, drinking his lunch from an unfortunately opaque glass. You can still see the red coming from the straw, though this is going to take some time getting used to. What was that, Jezebel? Oh, nothing. Pierce smirks around his straw. The boy sitting next to Pickles takes a bite and then blows a mouthful of smokes. Whoa, your food must be hotter than mine. The boy ducks his head and peers at you through a dark mop of hair.
Oh, no, it's just me.
I can't think of any species that breathes out smokes when eating. I decided to ask him about it, or realize I don't even know his name, let alone his species. Neat. How do you do it?
I have no idea. It just happened.
He looks a little ashamed, and Pickles gives you a tiny head shake. You scramble to think of a quick subject and change to avoid embarrassing on your yourself any further.
Jezebel, here, toss Sark for a fun.
Pickles jumps on a juicy new topic. Really? How cool? Well, not for fun exactly. Sharks are usually don't bother mer, but that's because we can throw them far enough to really screw up their plans for the day. Everyone laughs and you notice smoke rising from Finston ears as well. I can't wait to ask Pickles what the story is there. One of the other students start telling a story about werewolves and Sasquatch. Halfway through, someone walks up to your table, leans over it to whisper to Piers. It's Shelley. You scrunch back to avoid her. The pink leather miniskirt isn't any more tasteful up close. Pickles giggle. Shelley doesn't look at you, but she straightens up.
Pierce, why do you sit with these losers? Come hang out with us. We're so much more fun.
Her tone is honey sweet, and she touches his hand.
What do you think, Jezebel? Should I stay here or go with Shelley?
She looks furious.
I say, you sit where you want. I'm not trying to run your life.
Pierce nods thoughtfully.
I appreciate that.
He smells at Shelley, showing off his adorable dimples.
Thanks for the offer, but I'm good here.
Shelley gives a glare that's pure death and spine around. Her bag knocks Pierce's cup out of his hand, sending it in a gory content to the floor. She stalks off without a backward glance.
Damn it, I wasn't done with that.
Pierce stands up and scoop the cup and lick a drop of blood off the side. Your stomach goes barrel roll.
I'm going to get a refill.
You head for the blood bar. You stand up too.
If I have to sit here smelling that, I'm going to vomit. I need some fresh air. See you guys.
You head outside. The breeze of a salty and homesick fills your chest, almost making you forget about your nausea.
Get a grip, Fishwater. Feeling sorry for yourself? Is it going to change anything? Plus, there are more important things to worry about, like napping and poison water.
You walk briskly across the campus and down to the forest path, trying to regain a sense of balance. After walking for at least 10 minutes, you realize you're lost.
I better turn around.
I should try to retrace my steps. Shortly, though, you reach a fork in the path, don't remember. A pair of squirrels watch you from the forest floor. They're deathly snickers. They are snacking on mushroom and white speckles that remind you of puff up blowfish. You, your gift for language seems to work with squirrels too. You can make out of their conversation. Nothing of it is flattering.
For pride, I guess. Do neither of you know the way back to cabin 6?
The squirrel jobblers so fast so you can't make out what they're saying. It's definitely not a useful set of direction though. You find a reasonable clean tree trunk and sit down to think.
Someone will come and find me eventually, I suppose. Jezebel, Jezebel.
That's some good timing. You get to your feet and brush dirt and bark off your sundress.
There you are.
Pickles lifts the hems of her blue dress and runs towards you. She stumbles, but you catch her.
Thanks, Jezebel. Wow, you're strong. No problem. You don't look well. Maybe you lie down for a while. It's only study hall and most students hang out in their cabin and nap. Or practice blowing things up or try on outfits or whatever. Which cabin are you in?
You fish the assignment sheet out of your bag.
6. You're in cabin 6?
Pickles grabs both of your hands, crumbling the paper, and dance you around.
This is the besties ever.
The spinning is not helping your nausea, but Pickles looks so happy. You don't mind. You don't mention it.
It's cabin 6, good. Oh, you look possibly green. Sorry, I tend to get excited. I notice.
Pickles stop dancing and you take a deep breath.
Anyway, cabin 6 is the best because it's my cabin.
Pickles smooths out the schedule and glance at it.
Ooh, we have all the same classes? Watch out the fairy princess Vanilla. She keeps a bad list and you don't want to end up on it. Luckily, fairy dance is only once every blue moon. And we'll all have to dance until our feet bleed.
Is that safe with vampires around?
Just above, they don't eat their fellow shearhorse. Seahorse? Our school mascot. I didn't know we had a mascot. We don't. I'm trying to get everyone to agree on it. You do want to come and see the cabin now? Sure.
Pickles pulls your arms into a crook of her elbow.
This way.
Pickles leads you down needles through path you hadn't noticed before. You end up in a sculpture garden filled with Cupid statues made in various ages and degrees of sundress. The love god is depicted with wings and marbles, irons, granite, glass, and gold. And one made out of looks like a corn dog stick. There's even a grown up Cupid who looks like a real that the hair on the back of yours neck stands on end.
Interesting sculpture, Pickles. It's the senior art project. Cupid hates them. I can imagine. Some of these statues are really interesting. It looks like more closely at an adorable, chubby baby cast in what appears to be solid gold or a huge ebony statue of an adult Cupid with kaleidoscoping.
You admire the blown glass appendage and step around to see the front.
Oh, It's very artistically rendered and also very, very new. You step away towards the hyper realistic statue, which is at least decently, if garnishly, dressed. Then the realistic Cupid jumps off of its pedestal. You leap backwards. God Almighty!
Surprise! And you're right, Pickles. I do hate those statues because they don't do me justice.
Cupid bats his golden eyelash.
Where are you lovely ladies going?
Pickle snaps her fingers, and wand appears in her hand.
And you should really stop pretending to be a statue. Someone might turn you in one by accident, of course. As if there weren't already enough reasons to love pickles.
Oh, I'll walk with you. I could use some beauty rest. Good look like mine don't just happen.
He winks at you.
Having a gorgeous Greek god flirting with me is hard to ignore, even if he is in vain and cocky.
Cupid trails along beside as Pickles leads you out of the sculpture garden. In a semicircular of a 12-log cabin on the east side of the campus. Pickles opened the door to, to cabin 6. Cupid follows you in.
I guess boys are allowed in the girls' cabin.
You walk into a cozy room with icy fairy cake and on the table and a fire roaring in a hearth. Flinton is standing practically inside the fireplace.
Hey, Flinton,
Hi, Pickles. Hey, Cupid. Bro, be careful. You're going to be incarnate the old love dart one day.
Love Dart? Flinton covers his crotch and takes a step out of the fire.
oh, that love dart.
You see you, dude.
Cupid swipes a fairy cake from the coffee table and head down on the hallway on the right side of the cabin.
Where he's going? To the boys' bedroom? There are boys in our cabin? Of course, each cabin has two or four bedrooms, one for girls and the other for boys. We have our own bathroom, but we do share this common room.
So who else in this cabin 6? Pickle calls out sweetly.
If anyone here, come and say hi to our new roommate.
In preparation for meeting the rest of your roommates, you set your backpack on the floor.
I guess it doesn't gives me the sophisticated look I'm going for.
Both bedroom doors open. Peers wander out of one of the bedrooms. From the opposite side comes Lily Bella, Shelley's friend in the pink ball gown.
This is Jezebel. You know Pierce.
Sure do. Pierce grinned at you.
And remember Lily Bella from history?
Lily Bella drops an actual courtesy.
Pleased to meet you. Yeah, nice to meet you too. I don't understand why she's being polite now. Isn't she Shelley's friend?
Pierce steps out of the way of the 7 foot tall guy who fills the door frame. He's holding a large metal bowl with a long handle.
And this is Thunder. I assume he must be a werewolf. I've never met a one, but we learned about them in school, and they're much less worrying than vampires. I decided to be polite. Hello, it's a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
The Thunder closes his eyes and sniffs the air.
Thunder,
The fairy princess stomped her foot.
stop smelling her and say hello. You're not in the wild right now, interrogating people.
Sorry, hi, Jezebel.
He comes over and gives you a hug instead.
Nice to meet you.
He buries his nose in your hair before releasing you.
Thunder, I said no sniffing.
Sorry.
Couldn't resist. She smelled like ocean breeze.
The front door opens again.
Oh no. Oh no way.
In walks Shelly Weather.
Cabin 6 closed.
Shelly flicks her ponytail and leaps over the coffee table into Pierre's arm.
Pierce.
Pierce drops his arms to his side, forcing Shelly to stand on her own. Hello, Shelly. I thought we'd talk about this.
I figured you'd come to your senses.
She pouts.
I mean, isn't it true that vampires love mermaid's blood more than anything?
Pierce looks at you. Come running out the door. Your stomach flip-flops as you flee.
I have no idea where Mr. Comfort has his office hours, but I'm going to find and get a cabin assignment. And if there isn't anything else available, I'll bunk the boys. Basically, I'd rather sleep in the acid and dying eelgrass than in the same room as Shelley Sharkweather.
On today's chapter, after the history from last chapter, um, you were at the cafeteria, met some your fellow students, your classmates from the history class. Then you also at first you were excited because it's the same cabin as Pickles, but when you found out later, as you were getting acquainted and being comfy at the cabin. You found out your nemesis. It's the same species of mermaid, but I think you're sort of like a mean girls type of a mermaid. Um, you want to be reassigned, so you went out. So I don't know on the next chapter. Thank you guys for watching my videos. Uh, please do subscribe, like, and make comments on this chapter. Thank you and have a good day.